Nowadays, we are in a drought of investment. We are seeing a lot of layoffs in the tech industry. And for many people, we have in the last couple of years the lowest rate of hiring for software developers, which 5, 6, 7 years ago, that would have been unthinkable that a software developer will spend more than 6 months searching a job. Now the coin has flipped. They are having a hard time. And if software developers are having a hard time, how is it for product managers, marketing managers, and all the other people which the demand was not as high before? What is the current perspective or the future perspective for the job market and the investments and the growth of tech?
Hey, look, I wouldn't see this so pessimistic. So we had in 2021 a big bubble. It's very clear. Right? Okay, we've invested collectively in Europe more than 100 billion in venture. So in startups, Europe. This number went down in the last years. Last year, I think we had around 45 billion, and the year before, 47 billion. We're still in a stabilization phase. That's very clear. In a crisis, if money is not so loose, the best companies have been found. Airbnb, Tesla, big companies have been found in the last financial crisis. Times of crisis and scarcity often brings business models that are strong. You don't spend so much on marketing. So there's several things that literally give you some back burner in a crisis. I wouldn't say that we're still in a full-fledged crisis, but we're certainly not yet on the levels before.
But the Facebook or the big breakthroughs from Google, they all happen in the crisis. But the crisis led to a 0% interest rate or a very low interest rates, and that was, or the correlation to the investment in startup was because of the low interest rate. So investors will rather risk their money on these new ventures than to put it on the bank.
Absolutely, this helped.
And we still have high interest rates currently,
which went down substantially already, right? So that as well helps us. So this is that you're pointing out a very important point. So literally, if you have very low interest rates, then investing in venture, which traditionally brings relatively good returns, but of course more risky, compared to just put the money on the stock market or just put it on a bank account, makes this venture more attractive. So rising interest rates is usually not so good for us, because then investors just say, I can move money out of venture. Yeah. However, now you see this very clearly, the interest rates went down again, right? So this again will help us in the medium term. I do very much believe there will be more bounce back effects in the next years to come. We will certainly see, and we're already seeing, the big focus on defense and resilience. That's a big topic in Europe. I'm sure that climate tech as well will come back. We will have more big crises where people will unfortunately die due to bad weather and natural disasters. So climate will stay at the forefront. We have many other really exciting areas coming. So there's quantum on the horizon, robotics is on the horizon. So many, many interesting fields to come.
Recently, based on what we saw with J.D. Vance in the security conference meeting, and also how the relations between the US and Europe and with Ukraine, this is all affecting the relations that we have with the United States. What's the opportunity there for Europe?
We in Europe might have needed someone like Donald Trump to kick us a bit in our bums. That's what's happening now. It sounds like we need a president like Donald Trump, that we finally get our act together. So while this is, of course, threatening and there is worry around this and fears, this has as well good sides. So we're recording this here beginning of March. So what happened over the last days, President Zelensky was thrown out of the White House, but over the weekend, there was a big summit in London where the leaders of Europe came together very quickly and literally said, hey, look, we might even send joint troops to the Ukraine to secure the peace. So the British Prime Minister, who's not in the EU anymore, says he would send troops to the Ukraine to defend European freedom. This is really remarkable. President Macron was very active as well. We have a new German government, and I'm sure they will step up the game. Europe and Germany have always been great in crisis. We can deliver in crisis. You see this here in what happened over the last years. When there was a threat of cold homes due to the lack of Russian gas, suddenly we were able to massively save energy, Suddenly, we were able, within months, to build LNG terminals at the German coast. This would have been taken years, if not decades, but we did it in months. So if there is pressure, we can deliver.
Yeah, it's a wake-up call.
Wake-up call, and I'm very confident this. If there is this pressure, if everybody accepts there's pressure, we are very fast. But obviously, we need the pressure.
So could be an opportunity there, and also, I guess, for deep tech to step up.
Yeah, this is a time of opportunity. And let's not forget this. If you're interested in building something, building a company or joining a company that is doing something new, and again, I'm very passionate about the startup ecosystem, it's a perfect time. There is pressure. Yeah. It's not, again, you just mentioned computer scientists who are a bit kind of look for jobs. So this is perfect for someone who found something because you can get developers in very fast.
Yeah.
There's a very clear path what we need. Now, again, resilience and defense is one. These times are perfect for entrepreneurship.